Ja, so hier is basically, kan jy sê, reis nommer 9. Ons is nog net Mexico.
Yes. Alright. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Madrid Racing, race 9 of season 6, and we are in Azerbaijan today. Welcome to my fellow commentator Ati. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, looks like a bright sunny day for qualifying. Cannot actually say I've ever seen rain in Azerbaijan, but so far so good.
Yeah, I think the guys will also be happy to see there is no rain for qualifying. That will make things quite difficult when it comes to hitting your braking markers, and especially because there is no traction control, so it will also play a big part.
Couple of corners where the traction can catch you out on this track. You just got to be very careful, and as well as depending on your setup, your back end easily stepping out, and if you catch some of the curbs wrong, got to be very careful.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see now what strategy the guys are going for tonight. Some of the guys racing last night saw that the soft to medium can actually work, but I think if you want to play it safe, the medium to hard will be your better option.
Yeah, I was very surprised how quickly the softs went off. I mean, they basically, I think, I did a single one-shot, one-lap quali. It was literally an out lap and a quali, and as I crossed the line, that was it for qualis. And as I stood on the race grid to start off, my softs were already 18%, effectively after 2 laps, and I think they were done lap 6. So, yeah, I don't know, it wasn't really for me.
Funny track, your rear tires seem to wear a lot more faster than your front tires around here.
Yeah, look, I was convinced I had the wrong setup going. Until I actually heard you also had issues. My backs were like 15% more wear than the front, so yeah, definitely.
Alright, so then Luxembourg is the first guy on his flying lap. Let's just see who's behind him. Big D-Mac, followed by F1 Zadi. Let's stay on board with. We'll go on board with Luxembourg first. Excuse my voice tonight. I'm struggling with a little bit of a flu.
Yeah. Season now really coming to the business end. 2 races left and so much still to play for. Guys really giving each other a hard time out on track.
Yeah. Duke's still in the lead.
No, surprisingly, because of that bad result, F1 Quinton has jumped him.
Oh yes, yeah, that's correct.
Iron might be 112 points, a 3-point lead. So first time for him in the leading position. So out of nowhere, very consistent results, and it's just coming now through at the back end of this tournament. But realistically, 3 guys sitting on 3rd position. Imi, Mackett and Zardi, so basically 18 point spread between 1 and 5, so still anyone's season to win. 18 points, 2 races. As we saw last week in Vietnam, if you don't finish in the points, you can easily be overtaken.
Yeah. SA Van Koenraad comes across the line. He goes 5th at the 140.6. SA Van Quinton who pushes, oh no, he goes into 6th place as a 142.5. Must have had some issues somewhere on track. Duke's also now coming across the line, 148. Next up, Mackett, he goes first, 138.3. Barry's, he's going for his flying lap now. Let's stay on board with him. Into the second corner, just after the 100-meter board. On the brakes, oh no, he's into the wall there, loses the back end just a little bit too early on the power. That's unfortunate.
I know that this track eats front wings as well as back tires, so hopefully the pit crews are sufficiently stocked up. As we say that, Paris had enough. Strangely, 12 minutes left to go, but I don't know, that's not a crash, Dirk, I think.
No, I think he's just gonna opt for that tire choice. Start 11th and have a free tire choice.
Ray still out in the pits, last driver not to set the time.
Let's see, Quentin Zeta, he's going for another flying lap. Let's go with him. He is on the medium tire. Power on the brakes. Second gear. Squeeze the throttle. DRS open. And then here you want to look at this black mark on the road just off between the 100 meter and 150 meter board. That's your braking marker. Also again slowly onto the throttle. 50 meter marker board. Turn into the right. In between the 50 and you can say probably 75 meters there, you want to hit the brakes and turn in. And here just before the 50 meter marker board, you can cut the track quite a little bit there over that chicane. And then that tricky section here, castle section, where we're going to see a lot of guys taking it easy to avoid that front wing damage. Looked like Quentin Zere hit the wall there, but I'm not quite sure if that was the situation. Let's take a look at his front wing. Is there any damage? Now then, all the way through here, flat out. Difficult track to start your hot lap on, actually, because I'm always not quite sure when should I start deploying my ERS, because I'm always afraid if I start too early, then I'm not going to have left at the end of the qualifying lap.
Yeah, difficult one.
What I normally do is as soon as I put my DRS on, then on the main straight, then I just put it into hot lap. That's just the way I do it. Might be wrong, not quite sure.
Yeah, wondering how the race weather looks like. We're really missing Steffi, not sure exactly where he's disappeared to. As well as our other weatherman, Swinkies. He's also not in attendance.
Yeah. Ray, he's back into the pits. As well as Zardi, he's going for another flying lap here. Let's see. On the soft tire. Ooh, little bit late on the brakes there.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's running ABS. Again, very late. Yeah.
Yeah, he's able to make it stick.
I'm very surprised as I see where he's braking. He's showing me different brake points what I used. But literally every brake zone is actually locking up, so yeah, would say that's pushing too much.
Could have taken a little bit wider line there through the castle section, but let's see. I think this might be a good lap time coming up here from Zari.
Yeah, look, so far that's been on the edge each and every corner. This is a corner where I always smash that wall. Just cannot get enough turn in there. And if I get enough turn in, I actually jump that curb, and same end result. Let's see, looks like he's got a clean lap going. Might be something in the 38. .38 520. Consolidates his position there in P3.
Next up is Big D Mac. Can he improve his time of a 1:39.9? Yes, he does. Moves up to fourth. 1:39 flat. SAF1 Coolrad
out of nowhere.
1:38.2.
Are we gonna see a 37? Is it possible?
Emi Alonso goes across the line. 1:38.4 moves him up to fourth place. Next up is SAF1 Quinton.
Looks like this is actually now only the flying lap.
Yeah. So then, just to let all you guys know, yeah, most of these drivers here will actually be driving in their third race of pace. It's happening this Sunday evening. The live stream will be on the Midweek Racing channel. So yeah, please come and support the guys. Some of the guys here will be racing for Midweek Racing, and some will be racing for the SAF1 esports team.
Yeah, always highlighting the SA Racing calendar, where all the fastest guys on the different leagues get together and try and get the bragging rights of who is actually the fastest in South Africa. And last one was convincingly won by Midweek Racing.
Yeah,
my memory serves me correct.
Yeah, Mackett taking that one.
So they'll be the league to look out for, but with the recently established SAF1, that's now throwing a bit of a spanner in that one. There's an even spread of them throughout, so it's going to shake things up a bit.
Yeah, the grid really looking good for that race. It's just to tell you guys again, it will be at 7 o'clock Sunday night. You guys can tune in for which will be a full qualifying and a 100% race.
Yeah, that's the big change from previous ones. 100% race. You know, a lot of drivers has actually asked for it. You know, saying, look, it is the highlight of the season. Make it a full race. Anything can happen. You don't want, like in a previous race, where first lap incidents effectively put you out of the whole thing. In 100%, you still have that time to make up.
Yeah, and the safety car will also be on this time, so that might also play a big role.
Yeah, it will definitely play a role. Look, it's a fast track. Italy not known for triggering a lot of safety cars, but look, 100% East Spa and might play a role.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone gets through turn 1 clean. And we can start fighting from there. Divan saying, yeah, let's go buddies. Welcome Divan, great to have you with us. Mackett there with a 1:37.6. Great lap time there from him to put himself pole position.
Yeah, as we asked, 37th is definitely on the card. 3 minutes to go in this qualifying. Mackett is slowly but surely clawing his way up the ladder. As mentioned before, jointly in third position, 18 points off the leader. So top result here for him. Will really help his case going into the final race in Mexico.
Yeah. Let's see what he's gonna be. He's gonna jump back into the pits. SA1 Ray also back into the pits. Oh, I don't think they'll have enough time to go out again.
Yeah, look, 2 minutes on the clock, it's getting tight. Mackett's already had enough.
Here's Blacksby. He's looking to improve that time of a 1:43.1.
Yeah, he can't be happy with that. He knows that's way off the pace. Looks like he overshot that corner a bit. In the end, made the corner comfortably, so maybe I got a bit of a delayed traffic going.
Just want to check something quickly.
Koenraad is on an out lap, so looks like he made it in time. As well as Dookster. And SAF1 Quinton, not really in the position he would like to be stuck down in P9.
Yeah, let's just
He's
see what
circling the track.
what tires the guys have on. Quentin ZA though only, but he's already retired. He's got that 3 laps on the mediums, so he's gonna start with those. Alright, now Blacksby coming across the... He's gonna come down the main straight here. DRS open.
Let's see if he can jump Quinton.
Oh, and he backs out of it.
No, he's backing out. So strangely,
I think he ran out of fuel.
Doesn't look like there's enough. Ah, no, well, he's done.
Oh, and we've had an incident. Where is it? It looks like Emi Alonso. He was on a flying lap, but pulled down there on the far side of the track. Next up, SA1 Koenraad. Can he go? He challenged Mackett. No, sorry, that's not who's on this flying lap. That's SA1 Quinton. He's gonna come across the start-finish line now. He moves up to 8th with the 1:39.1.
So, is Koenraad gonna jump Mackett? So far looked like a flyer.
Stays in second.
Fractions off.
Now then, only Dookster. He'll be looking for a good result today. He cuts the track. I don't think he's gonna go for another flying lap, yeah. By the looks of it, that's it.
Yeah, I can confirm he's not deploying ERS yet, so only now activated it. Ah.
So then your grid there. Mackett takes pole position. Alongside him is SAF1 Koenraad. Second row, Dookster and Imi. Third row, Zardi and Big D-Mac. Fourth row, Ray and Quinton. fifth row, Quinton and Bliksem, Quinton ZA and Bliksempie, and then Barry's there.
Yeah, no
on
time
the
set Paris. Not sure exactly what happened there, but look, not the worst place to be. If there's any mistakes, he's one to score out of it. As you mentioned, are they gonna fall for the soft tire? Will they be forced to use the soft tire, Dirk? Short qualifying, I've heard rumors that you actually locked into that tire.
No, they will definitely start with the soft tire if they qualify on that tire.
Always thought that you have free tire choice, but the Oaks have told me no. Got it wrong. Would you say a hard tire is a good option to jump onto straight after the soft, or will you try and make the medium last?
Well, what I did last night is I did 8 laps on the softs, and I lost a little bit of time at the end, but yeah, went on to the mediums and just made it to the end with the rears being 75. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's all up to the driver how they managed their tire wear.
Yeah, I would say it's a very risky strategy. I went the double stop option. But yeah, it's a touch and go scenario, soft to medium. I don't know if there's maybe a different setup that can be easier on those back tires, because that's where your biggest problems is on this track, is those back tires.
That's the thing. So what I thought last night is I didn't have the pace to challenge the guys up front, so I was gonna try and get onto that mediums when they went onto hards, just to get closer to them, and well, other guys' mistakes also played a big part, but yeah, worked out for me. So it's all about how big of a chance are the guys willing to take.
Yeah, I can see the confirmed strategy lap 6 or 7 going on to those mediums.
Yeah, no, the softs really don't last long here. I think when I went into the pits last night after lap 8, the softs were at like 80. I was lucky not to get a puncture.
Yeah, I mean, so you went the lap later and still ended up on 75 on the race come race end. So it's a very, very risky strategy.
Yeah, I have won a race here before going medium hards also, which worked out quite nicely. So yeah, each one is it's what makes it so interesting. Obviously, it's not nice to see if you decide to go on to the hards, but you see the two guys behind you going on the mediums, then you know, okay, well.
Yeah.
So then the guy's busy
Looks
with
like
their
there's
formation
been
lap.
contact. Yeah, Zardi and Ray just before. That wouldn't cost them anything. See, Barris has opted for the hard tire. He's playing it safe, starting from the back, hoping to pick a few drivers off.
Yeah, like you say, on the hard tire. So
he's gonna be the fastest driver at the latter end of the race. So the lights are going out, and then there's no drama and nothing happening, and then we wait once more.
Off
and
we
then
go.
Off they go.
Looks like a good start from Koenraad. He's gonna try and get in there. Ooh, touches a little bit there.
Tight. I don't see. Oh, huge incident.
Quinton
Quinton
Zeta.
Zeta gone.
Lose that.
Immediate
Ryan
VSC
Imi.
activated. Yeah. Ryan Imi severe contact. Quinton Zeta out of the race, and it looked so good out of corner 1, but it was actually coming out of corner 1 where it all happened.
Yeah. Let's see how the guys changed. Big D-Mac made up 3 places there. What a start from him. He's up to 3rd.
Well, Paris himself, P6.
Let's see, there we go. The strategy changing all of a sudden. Now the guys can go in pit 8 to 9 if they manage that soft tire. Don't know how the game works that out, but anyways.
Trying to see if we got, yeah, race, all right hand side. Front wing is a goner. Imi, same story. They'll have to go into the pits, both of them. So that'll mean they'll hop onto the harder tire.
Oh, Kunrad going there for a late move on Mackett. That's caused him to get front wing damage. Don't see why you would go for the overtake there, but anyways,
also in-play damage. Is the pit box gonna be a busy place to be in? Come end of lap 1.
Big D-Mac overtaking Kunrad.
He's going fast, but he's gonna find it difficult with that end plate missing.
Yeah.
Can confirm Kunrad's end plate. Oh, also
big.
There's been contact yet again on that corner.
Yeah, both teammates there, Merc teammates colliding with each other. But he's now already up to 5th. He'll be happy with that.
He's keeping it clean. Yeah, and there's a lot of drivers. Oh no! Paris into the wall. It looked like there was ever so slight tap from behind as he was busy turning. Cannot confirm.
EBL Ray only coming out of the pits now. That's the sad part. You have to do this whole lap with all that damage.
Yeah, look, Big D, Mac, Kunrad both still running with front wing damage. So this race is really turned on its head, and the only big benefactor is Mackett. He's got a clean front wing, or 2 drivers with broken front wings behind him.
I see Big D-Mac also.
Yeah, like I said, P2, P3, both broken wings. See Duke's position. Cannot really see if he's got any wing damage.
Is a for Ray retiring from the session. Ooh, almost big collision there between Kunrad and Big D-Mac. Let's just see, this has Zari all over his teammate Dukes here. I just want to see, do one of them also have damage? Doesn't look like it for now.
It looks like the 2 Mercs are still fully in order.
Coming into the castle section here. Just need to be patient.
Yeah, unfortunately this time of the season is where desperation starts kicking in. Oaks really starting to feel the pressure, not a lot of races left after this. It's where those 50-50 calls goes wrong sometimes.
Yeah. Dukester and Zardi, both DRS. That will cause, that will allow them to close up on Koenraad. So let's see who's your biggest gainers then after lap 4. Bliksem P up to 60s, made up 4 places, as well as SAF1 Quinton, third.
Yeah, big loser Emi Alonso.
As we say that, he sets the fastest lap time of the race so far.
Getting into the castle section yet. Zardi and Dukester still on the back of Koenraad. Bear in mind, Koenraad is running some small front wing damage. But holding out, I think he's made up his decision. He's going to pit at the normal time. Looks like Dukester has touched the wall there. Could hear the impact.
Here comes Zardi. He's going to close it in, but he's got 0 ERS left. So then let's go on board here with Dukester. While all this is happening, Mackett. Oh, and there's contact between Dukester and Koenraad.
Yeah, Dukester rammed it into the back of Koenraad.
Oh,
Dukester overshoots it.
No, Zardi hit the back of Dukester, and that caused him to go straight on onto the runoff area. Oh, the guy's racecraft really not really not good tonight.
Falling to pieces tonight, yeah. As I mentioned before, the desperation is there for everyone to see, and unfortunately, currently, everyone's ramming everyone off.
Yeah.
Pushing those breakpoints way too far. Wanting to win the race in these first few laps. All in all, well, that has promoted SAF1 Quinton. Let's hope he doesn't get a front wing in the back of his gearbox. So Koenraad. Heading into the pits.
As well as Koenraad.
Yeah, pit looks very busy now.
Mackett, he's gone on to the mediums on lap 6. Quinton promotes him up to first place.
Yeah, knowing him, he's not the driver that pushes that hard. Maybe he's gonna try and push it to lap 8. Jump on those mediums.
Yeah, Mackett, I think.
Mackett, he's gonna find it difficult. 20 laps on those mediums.
Yeah, that's a little bit too much, I think.
On board here with Zardi, and he is locking up every corner, pushing that car to the maximum. I don't know why he's pushing that hard, but yeah, might be something wrong with the setup. Brake bias slightly too much in front.
Oh, Bliksem loses the rear end there. That allows Zardi to go past.
Yeah, he's starting, Blixenp is starting to feel that wear on those softs 5 laps in. Probably struggling to keep them going. With Zardi harassing him. Just let his guard down.
He will have the race.
Now coming back hard there on Zardi, but he's heading into the pits.
So then there we have it.
Lap 7.
It's a von Quinten. He puts on the hearts.
Oh, well, that's safe.
Just
safe
comes out in front
Quinten.
of, yeah. Just comes out in front of Zardi.
Doesn't look like Blixenp. He didn't change anything on the front wing, so... Yeah, front wing all in order, so... Already 2 retirements, Quinten and Ray. None triggering any safety cars so far, you'd think on a street track. But apparently not this one. Zardi with 1 lap fresher darts. Back of Quinten.
So then Beckett in first place, he's on those mediums. Then the 4 guys behind him all on hards, with 4 guys behind them all on mediums. So it will be interesting to see who's gonna catch who here.
Yeah, look, I can see Beckett running into a bit of tire issues at the back end, but let's just see. If the positions stay as they is, that would mean...
He's on Blixenp.
Oh yeah.
You're going to go for the overtake here.
Get to that action.
He's going to get him into the...
needs to put it on the inside. Oh. No, he was undecided. Wanted to go in, wanted to go out. Didn't go anyway.
Go back to the guys fighting here. 6th place, Big D-Mac at the back of Imi. Big D-Mac making good use of these hard tires. Or did he drop? Did he lose the spot now? Yeah, sorry, that was Imi that overtook him. Well, at this rate, Mackett is pulling away already 13 seconds. He might as well get a extra pit stop in hand by the end of the race.
Yeah, look, as we mentioned before, all the carnage happened behind him.
Yeah.
So he could just focus on his own race. Stretch that lead.
Right, so here we go then. Zardi and Koenraad will both have DRS on SA von Quinten.
Oh, Blixenp ramming that wall, losing major front wing on the right hand side. He'll have to go back into the pits.
Zardi literally has no ERS left. SA von Quinten on 13%.
Yeah, they've both depleted whatever they had to try and extract maximum speed from these cars, but now it's all gone. What's the next one? Rich Mix?
Dukester and Blixenp both into the pits.
Oh, Sardi losing the back end. They're coming out of the castle section.
Yeah, that's allowed Koenraad to get through.
Are we gonna see a repeat? Was it Sardi on the back of Koenraad? Or Imi? Can't recall now. I think it was Sardi. Luckily, Koenraad himself got the RS on Quinten. He is sort of protected from the attack from behind from Zardi.
Yeah, the problem with Zardi is every time they get onto the straight, the main straight, he doesn't have any ERS left, so he's literally relying on that ERS to pull him closer.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't too bad. I'm dead sure he's also running rich mix, so...
Bit of
looks like
team orders there.
Let Koenraad almost through.
Yeah,
that's too easy.
There was definitely team orders there.
Yeah, Christian Horner whispered in his ear. Not exactly sure why, as SAF1 Quinten is leading the championship. Surely he should be the main focus. Yeah, Zadi again, like you mentioned, sitting on a 10%. Yeah, so. And again, pushing that overtake button frantically, enabling it. There is nothing left to enable. You'll now eventually realize it's still enabled.
Even catching up to the back of his brother Zardi here.
Yeah, got this feeling Zardi's just pushing too hard for some reason. Just gotta find the rhythm first. He has some ERS left, so sure he's gonna pounce on his brother in this long DRS zone. Just needs to stay on the back of him.
Yep. Ooh,
yeah, there you go. As I've mentioned, I've put the hooks on him. He was just pushing too hard, constantly locking up in most corners. Imi enabling that magical overtake button and off he goes. Looks like Koenraad is pulling Quinten along.
Zardi will be losing a lot of time now with that broken front wing.
Yeah, he's gonna come under pressure in a few laps from Big D Mac. Both those racing points still up for a fight.
You can see the car doesn't want to turn in, just understeering the whole time. Must be scary going through the castle section. So then Limi Alonso controlling in SA van Quinten.
Yeah, look, problem is he's already 9 laps in on those mediums, so no way he's gonna make it to the end. Not so sure. I'm sure SA van Quinten is not gonna battle him too hard, knowing he'll have to go and pit again.
Here he comes, closing.
I think he's just not gonna make it happen. Quinten taking the inside defensive line. And Zade already into the pits. Big D-Mac goes past. Here you go, Imi. Powers past Quinten. Now he's going to try and build a bit of a lead before he has to go and pit.
Yep. So then that gap there in front, that doesn't, it's not increasing anymore by the looks of things. So I think Mackett will start to come under a little bit of stress, because I think he was hoping to get that buffer, that one pit stop buffer. But now it seems to go up again. Climbing fast now, 18.5.
It could be on that break-even point where the mediums and the hards are now more or less same grip levels. From here on, the hards can only get better. That gap should slowly start shrinking again.
Yeah, I think if Mackett goes to the pits now, he'll come out just behind Imi. And I'm pretty sure he will go for the soft. SA van Quinten, Imi into the pits. What tire is he gonna go for?
Look, 12 laps left. There has to be, I don't know, mediums again. Yeah. Imi slots right in between the two racing points. Looks like himself and his brother on similar strategies. Are they also into the pits, also opting for medium? So it was definitely a discussion that happened in that house. Soft, medium approach. They obviously have the benefit of hindsight, both participating yesterday evening, know what worked for them, what didn't work. Down the field, Zardi now all over the back of Baris, into the long DRS zone. Powers past Baris. Also puts on the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, the DRS helped him nicely there.
Also those brand new mediums, nice and grippy. Paris would now try and hang on, try and stay in DRS, let Zardi pull him along if he can just stay. At the rate that Zardi is pulling off, I don't see him lasting until the next DRS. I haven't really seen any track cutting warnings so far there.
No, the guy's really doing good. So, back at now, 9 laps on these mediums. I take it those medium tires, the rear should be close to 40% by now.
Yeah, look, that gap has now stabilized, 18.6, so it's probably now at the tipping point where it's gonna start slowly coming down.
The real battles at the moment, the guy's now just checking what the guy in front of him or in the back is going to do, who's going to pit.
Yeah,
gonna
look,
do
the
what?
big question is obviously Baris, P7, already 12 laps on those mediums and 9 to go, so not sure, 21 laps on mediums. I think that is a lap or 3 too much for those mediums, and that will mean Dookster gets promoted 1 position. Luxembourg still carrying on as well. He's up for, would think, his first points at midweek racing. He's been slowly trying to get back into the groove of F1 league racing.
Yeah.
Used to race solely at SAOLR. This season opted for both. I haven't seen him in SAA again. Gut feel he's not up to his usual pace yet and just doesn't feel comfortable without assists. Maybe he's using this season just to get back into the groove.
So then the news then there on the SAA, if you want to maybe give us the new news there.
Yeah, look, trying to start off 23rd of October, should be a 7-8 lap series, taking us to 10, 11, 12 December, give or take.
Yeah.
Still looking for drivers up for the challenge. No assists. Seems everyone is shying away at the moment for some or other reason. Haven't fully committed still some drivers undecided, so if you're up for the challenge, let us know. Still plenty of seats left. Will be same race format, 50% short qualifying, but moves to a Sunday afternoon, right after F1 finishes.
Oh, what's happening here? Koenraad going past Mackett. Oh no. He's closing in on. All of a sudden.
Yeah, Mackett has spitted.
Yeah.
We missed it. He has spitted. So it looks like that's a real quick pit stop. I mean, he had 18.5 and it was enough for the pit stop.
Yeah. I suppose you make up that because everyone, with this track, you charge into the pits there at the start, and I think you definitely make up some time there.
Yeah, and basically right at the end of the last pit box, that's the exit. So very short pit box. There's almost no track before and after the pit boxes. Yeah, so if there's any other drivers, I know, if I remember correctly, Big D Mac, he also indicated his brother was interested. Feel free to contact us. It's obviously Midweek Racing will also start up a new shorter, probably a five race tournament before December holidays. If there's anyone out there willing to participate, we also got a tier 2 going with slightly less or less strict assist requirements. Everyone normally starts off there. Pop us a message and we'll see what we can organize. Now's the time. Always good to start fresh in a new season.
Yep.
Back to the action. Doesn't look like Koenraad's got any answer here for Mackett. He's obviously now on the brand new medium, slowly pulling off.
Yeah, I think everyone now just concentrating on finishing the race.
Yeah, no battle, so to speak. Can confirm Baris has obviously elected to go and pit and slapped on the softs promoting Dookster, and it might be the only battle, but look, 10 seconds, 6 laps, bridge too far for me. Down the field, only other driver to maybe keep her eyes on Emi on Big D Mac. Gap 2.1.
Yeah.
Obviously Big D on 16 lap old darts. So Emi will be the faster driver.
Oh, it's a von Koenraad. He retires from the session.
Oh, drama. VSC enabled.
Went into the pits. Looks like it. Let's just see. No, he's lost it or something. Oh, and Big D-Mac hits the wall as he goes into the pits. 5-second penalty there.
And gets a 5-second penalty. Over-eager shot into the pits.
Oh, it looks like Coolrad's tyres, he doesn't have any rear tyres left, so I don't know if they maybe overheated or something, not quite sure.
Yeah, on my view, he's on the main straight path there. As everyone shot past him, so I'm sure Duxter also into the pits.
There we go, back to green. DRS enabled.
Duxter into the pits means Barry's jumped him again.
Imi with only 6 laps on those mediums, 6 seconds behind Quinton, so I think we can maybe expect them to be close to each other at the end of the race. Excuse me. Macken having a nice comfortable race here, leading from the start. Was in second place for a little while, but then Quinton went into the pits and he promoted him up back to first again.
Obviously, if this result stays as is, Mackett 18 points off behind Quinton, so 25 less 18, that's 7 points he makes up, which means he'll still be 11 points behind Quinton on the championship if this stays as is.
Yep. You mean now closing that gap thick and fast there, 4.2 seconds.
Yeah, more or less everyone's going to still be 11, 13 and 15 points behind Quinton if this stays as is. Would mean we're gonna head up into Mexico. Everyone bunched up. Top 5 should only be separated by about 11 points. Oh! I'm on board here with Duxter and he's having a horrible time currently. Into the wall, losing the back end. He's got a race he wants to forget, P7. Remember, he's sitting P2 on the championship. This 7th position is effectively wiping his 15-point lead to the joint third positions off the table.
Yeah.
Because Mackett, Imi and Zadi was 15 points behind him and they will all now catch up to him. As we mentioned, making for a very exciting finish to the season in Mexico.
Welcome, GNG Flipper. I take it you are one of you are friends of the Carter boys, or maybe one of the Carter boys, if I look at that name.
So, 2 laps to go. Are we gonna see any more drama in this race?
We've got a yellow
and as
flag.
I say that, yellow flag sector 1. Who's the victim?
Looks like Blacksampy. Yeah.
Blacksampy, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Just putting too much torque down. Back end steps out. Now started to call this F1 traction wars. Because to me it's a constant battle of traction. Oh, Mackett into the pits again.
Yeah,
what
I think he's going to go for that fastest lap. I was just thinking about that. He does have that. He does have that pit
might be
stop in line.
crucial in the bigger scheme of things going into Mexico.
Comes out still 2.6 seconds ahead of Quinton. Right, let's go on board here with Mackett. On his last lap, he'll come across this long straight. He's obviously going to attempt to go for that fastest lap, which I think he will easily get. Imi now 1.7 seconds from Quinton.
Mackett touching the wall there.
This first position will really work nicely for the championship. We'll put him in a good position.
As mentioned before, that's gonna make that 18 points shrink down to 12.
So what will the lock be then? Quinton, Duxter, Mackett.
Yeah, no, look, I think Mackett falls further down. Imi and Zardi was 15 points off of Duxter. So guessing that 15. I mean, let's work for him. He's getting 15 out of it, and Dookster only 6. So that's an 11 point. Yeah, they're gonna be 4 points off Dookster. So
yeah. There you
there
go,
you go,
Mackett.
Mackett, fastest lap and wins the race convincingly. Led from start to finish, basically.
Well done to him. SA from Quinton coming in second, Imi third. His brother just behind him coming in fourth, the Mercedes driver.
Then the 2 racing points. Very well done.
Yeah, good points for them.
Showing their face here really right at the back end of the season. Then Dookster had a horrible race. He will really need to get his act together for Mexico if he stands any chance. At some point this season he had about a 50-point lead. Now basically P2 with 4 points only here.
Yeah, I think he's
separating him from the hunting pack, Imi and Zardi.
Yeah, I think he'll be a little bit frustrated with himself, but yeah, like we know
Right
Dookster,
there,
he'll come back
P3.
fighting.
Yeah. I think the guy with all the momentum going into the final race is Mackett. He's been setting the world on fire since he joined this season mid-race. Or mid-season. Driver of the day, SAF1 Quinton. Yeah, basically he started, what, P7 to P2?
Yeah, good racing there from them. So then that's it. Mexico next week, and just once again a reminder, guys, this weekend, Sunday night, the race of pace number 3. All the top Formula 1 guys in South Africa going head to head in Monza. Live stream will start on Matric Racing Channel at 7 o'clock.
Highlight of the season. I hope to get a good couple of viewers going, and definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. There we go then, your grid. Mackett, Quinton, Imi Zardi, Big D Mac 5th, Barry 6th, Dookster 7th, Bliksem P 8th, and then Kunrad Ray and Quinton our retirements. That's it for this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, same time, same place next week. Ati, have a great week.
Yeah, thanks. See everyone next week for the final race in Mexico.